Samsung and Visa, they have announced a global alliance, and it's meant to make it easier for people to buy things using their phones. Now, another agreement will help people save money with their mobiles, and it works like this. Foursquare will let users sync Visa and MasterCards. Now, it already accepts American Express, and those card holders are then eligible for special deals when they check in and pay with the Foursquare app. That credit card deal could boost Foursquare's bottom line. And earlier I spoke to CEO Dennis Crowley, and I asked him if this is the start of a big revenue stream for Foursquare.
It will be eventually. We're just getting started here. We just started our monetization efforts last year, but we do have 1 million merchants that are now on the Foursquare platform and engaging with it regularly. And so that's 1 million merchants that we can go out to and start bringing some of these offers to.
1 million merchants, and how many people are checking in right now?
We see about 5 million check-ins per day. We have about 3 billion check-ins in our database with about 30 million users. So it's getting big. It's getting big really quick.
And it's incredible user data too about shopping behavior. Do you plan to do anything with that?
Yeah, well, one of our best products is this is a recommendation engine that we call Explore. And so the thing that Foursquare is getting really good at is offering personalized local search results to people. So you can go in and ask for food or coffee or Italian or pizza, anything, and we can give you these personalized recommendations on where to go. And we're really some of the best at the business at doing that.
And for those who are not fans of or familiar with Foursquare,
Yep.
An explainer here. Why do you want to bring and wave your mobile phone in a retailer to get a special offer as opposed to coming in with a coupon? What's the appeal?
Well, people love using Foursquare to save money, right? And I think one of the things about coupons is you got to remember to have them, you got to remember to collect them. Sometimes people feel embarrassed about using them. And so one of the great things about the card offers that we have is it's just you and your phone. You look at it, you see the deal, you say, yes, I want this. And no one knows until you swipe the credit card and the discount goes right onto your statement. So there's nothing really, it's not a hassle, it's just built into the app, and it's great.
It's also fun to use. It's like a game.
Well, yeah, people use Foursquare for all sorts of reasons. They use it to check in and share where they are with their friends and to brag that there's someplace interesting or just to remember the places that they've been to. And now we see a lot of people checking in and actually saving money and getting deals. And it's just another benefit to a lot of our users.
Now let's talk about your rivals. Facebook, they tried to build a Foursquare killer called Facebook Places. It hasn't really worked out for them. Is Facebook your biggest rival?
Well, there's a lot of people trying to do what we're doing. Google's in the mapping space, Facebook is in the social space. We're in a really good spot because, we've been around for 4 years, and when people signed up for Foursquare, they signed up for a mobile social location service to share what they're doing with friends, to find out about what's going on nearby. And that's the one thing that we do. Facebook does a little bit of everything, Google does a little bit of everything. And one of our core strengths is that we're doing mobile and location, and that's what people know us for, and that's how people use it.
So last time we talked was about 3 years ago, and back then it seems kind of like a long time ago. Foursquare was relatively new, it was young, it was raw.
Yeah.
What have been the lessons learned in the last 3 years?
It's just it's a hard job. It's a hard thing to start a company around your kitchen table and then grow it to 160 employees across 3 offices and 30 million users. It's just a lot of work, and it takes you have to really be patient with it. You have to listen to user feedback. You got to make big trips like this and hire great people, and it's been a lot of fun. And I'll tell you, the most rewarding thing for us is that here we're meeting with folks and everyone knows what Foursquare is. Everyone wants to work with us. We see people on the streets, out of bars and restaurants using the software that we create, and it's just really rewarding. It's been a lot of fun.
Is Foursquare today the company you always wanted it to be?
It's getting there.
Okay.
It's
getting there. What's your vision?
Well, that's the thing. It's we want to build software that just really changes the way that you experience the real world. I think the best version of Foursquare is the one that you don't even have to think about using. My phone is in my pocket right now, and as I walk around the streets of Barcelona or New York or wherever I happen to be, Foursquare should buzz and just tell me about interesting things that are going on. And we're getting really, really close to being able to let people see that vision. Every month we get a little bit closer, and that's it's just really exciting.
We actually didn't arrange that interview with Dennis Crowley before we got to Barcelona. We only found out that he was here when we checked into the Sagrada Familia on Foursquare, and we discovered that Dennis was there an hour before us. So we sent him a note on Twitter and asked him to come onto the show. We thought it was an appropriate way to work it at the Mobile World Congress.